One is high level language, another one is machine level language, another one is low level language. What exactly arrays is all about? What is the definition of arrays? Program development lifecycle and software development lifecycle both are same. How do I read the character? How do I print the character is what you will be doing with the getchar and putchar. I will be using the struct as a keyword in the structure, union as a keyword in the union. So these 2 points are very, very important. Please don't miss whenever you're writing the answer for this. Grow through with what you go through. Guys, a beautiful quote to be remembered before I start my session to all of you. I think this is going to be a very, very important session for all of you, those who are looking forward to your C programming final examination. So guys, before I start my session to all of you, I have loads and lots of wishes to all of you to do your exam really well in this subject. Sir, your wishes is not enough for us. Show us some guidelines, give us some tips to do this exam really well. Yes, here I am with all of those things which you are looking forward. So guys, without wasting much of your time, let me get into the session. So what exactly I have in this session? So guys, I will be discussing the concept mapping of the entire syllabus. Sir, concept mapping in the sense what? Sir, what you should not skip and what is that concept is all about is what I'm trying to give you quickly the entire syllabus what you have in this subject. Along with that, I will also discuss some of the important question in the model paper at the end of the session. So that's what I'll be doing in this session for all of you. So please watch the session completely till the end, right? So that's what we are trying to request all of you. So guys, let me get into the concept first. So in the unit A, sir, what I should not skip. So that is the major thing that you need to understand. So guys, the unit A opens with a concept called languages. Sir, what is the meaning of languages? You will come across with the 3 different languages. One is high level language, another one is machine level language, another one is low level language. So you should be aware of these topics and you should know the difference of each and every languages. That is very, very important. So that is what you need to read and understand. So that is the first thing that you should not skip. The second one that I should understand is all about SDLC. Sir, what is the meaning of SDLC? Software Development Life Cycle is what I will be calling it as a SDLC. In this, I will understand how exactly the software is developed in a different stages. So that is what we have explained in the SDLC. This is going to be a very important question. It might come for 7 marks or 8 marks. So that is very important that you need to understand. Along with that, a very, very important, and also you can treat this as a question papers setter's favorite. So guys, what exactly the structure means? Structure in the sense you need to understand. So you should be able to understand or you should be able to write the basic structure of a C programming. If I say basic structure of a C programming, so 7 sections will come in that. It's a very important section. So you have to write that. You have to mention all the different sections. Along with that, so you have to write the definition for each and every section. That's going to be very, very important. If I mention the different sections and if I'm not writing the definition for that, so you will be losing the marks there. So that is very important. You need to keep it in your mind. So that is all about the structures. So fine, moving forward, a very, very important thing. If I say unit 1, I should never skip 2 things. That's going to be a data types. Another one is operators. Sir, what will be the question which I can expect from data types and operators? My dear students, you should be able to write all the different data types which is supported by C programming. So that is going to be a very important question. So never ever skip the concept of data types in the unit A. So guys, along with that, it's a very important question, equally important to the data types, that is going to be the operators. So you have different types of operators. Suppose if the question is asked for 8 marks or the 7 marks, you have to mention all the operators. You have to write the operators. Say for example, I have arithmetic operator. So how do I write? If I say arithmetic operator, mention what is the different arithmetic operator that I have Along with that, you have to write the example for the arithmetic operator. So like that, you have to mention the different operators that you have in the C programming with an example. So that's how will help you to fetch the complete marks for this question. So this is the 4 important topics. In fact, I have language and again I have structure. So I will conclude this as 2 topics. So languages, SDLC, structure, data types and operators, you should never skip in the unit A. So that is what you need to keep it in your mind, right? So what is that I have to study in the second unit? Let me discuss that quickly. So guys, you have input output operations in the unit B. So you should know what exactly the functions get character is doing and put character is doing. So whenever you are reading and whenever you are understanding, say you will be mainly dealing with the characters. How do I read the character? How do I print the character is what you will be doing with the get char and put char. Along with that, so you should also know what is printf and what is scanf. It is not enough if you just understand what is printf and what is scanf. All of you would have studied during your examination, but you should also know all the possibilities of printf, different formats of printf and scanf. So that is what you need to remember. So the first thing in the unit B. Moving forward to the second one, very, very important part you should never skip. What is that, sir? Different types of if statements. So you should be able to write the general syntax of different if statements. Along with that, you should be able to write the flow chart for each and every if statements what you have. So please don't forget. Along with this, so you should also remember what is conditional statements and also what is switch statements. You can expect these 2 also for the 8 marks or the 7 marks. That's what you need to keep it in your mind. So guys, so fine. I know I understood 4 different types of if statements I have. I should read the general syntax of all the 4 if statements along with the example, along with the flow chart. So guys, I'm done with the if statements. Along with that, what is that I have to read? So guys, you should never skip the switch statements and also conditional statements. So fine, the last one. When it comes to the last concept in the unit B, that is going to be the loops. It's very important. It's a question paper setter's favorite again. That's going to be the difference between while and do while. So of course, you should be knowing the difference of while and do while. So, but you should know the general syntax of all the 3 looping statements. The first one is for loop, the second one is while loop, and the third one is do while. So make sure you know the general syntax of all the 3 loops, and you should be able to write the example for all the 3 loops. So make sure so you know this. Along with this, you should be able to write the flowchart for even for the loops. That's a most important thing that you have to know in the unit B. Moving forward to the unit C. Sir, what I should know in the unit C? If you are claiming that you are done with the unit C, make sure you know all these topics. So what is that I should know? The first concept that you should know is all about arrays. What exactly arrays is all about? What is the definition of arrays? Along with that arrays, you should know the different types of arrays. So we have 1-dimensional array, we have 2-dimensional array, we have multi-dimensional array. So once you are done with the concept of arrays, so make sure you cross-verify with yourself whether you are done with the searching and sorting. That is what I have mentioned it here. That is yes plus yes. Searching and sorting is going to be one of the important questions again from the part of arrays. Is what you can expect. Once you are done with the arrays, the next topic that I have is all about strings. All of you will be knowing the definition of strings. What is the definition of strings? A group of characters which is enclosed within the quotes is what I will be calling it as a strings. My dear students, it's going to be a very important question, that is mention the predefined functions of strings. So never ever skip that topic whenever you are reading the concept of string functions. So please go through or please read all the predefined functions what you have in the strings. Along with that, the next topic that I have in the unit C is all about functions. What is that I have to study with respect to the functions? Sir, you have to understand what is the different types of functions that you have. What is recursion? What is the example for that? And how many different types of functions you have. Including recursion, you have got 5 different types of functions. So please go through each and every different types of functions. Once you are done with the different types of functions, make sure you will be able to write the example for each and every type. After that, the very, very important thing that you should not skip in this topic is what is call by value and what is call by reference. These two things is going to be very, very important in your exam with respect to the functions topic. So guys, this is what you have to read in the unit C, the last unit. So guys, let me give you the recap of last unit. When it comes to the last unit, so it's going to be the unit D. So in this, you should have a good knowledge about the structures. What is structures? In structure, so please observe, I have yes in S. Yes in S in the sense what? Nested structure. Structure inside the structure is what I will call it as a yes in S. Okay, so just remember this. So you should be able to write a program so which defines or which concludes or which says about structure inside the structure. Along with that, so please understand structure with the array, structure in array. That is what I have mentioned it as yes in A. So you should be able to write an example which speaks about structure with an array. So that's what you need to remember. Along with that, you should never skip this topic that is going to be the difference between structures and unions. This is a hot topic in this concept. You should never skip structure versus unions. That's going to be a very important topic for all of you in this topic. So fine, we are in the last stage of the subject. That's going to be the file modes. You should list out all the different types of file modes what we have. That's going to be the very, very important question in the files. So guys, this is the last topic that I have in this subject. Whatever I have discussed, if you learn in detail, you will score really well in the exam is what I would like to tell all of you. So guys, now let me just give you an essence of a question paper. All of you will be knowing, so you will have 2 parts in the question paper. The first part, what I have here is a part A, so which you will have 12 questions. Out of 12 questions, you'll have to attend only 10. That all of you know. So each question carries 2 marks. When a question is asked for 2 marks, how should I write, sir? So obviously, guys, listen to me. What is the first thing that I have? Give 2 examples for system software. Just straight to the point, mention 2 examples to the system software. So each example carry 1 mark here. So that's how you have to plan. So let me take in another example. So guys, differentiate implicit and explicit type conversion. So guys, when you speak about implicit, so you have to write 2 points. When you speak about explicit, you have to write 2 points. Sir, this question is for only 2 marks, but you're asking us to write 4 points. Yes, you have to understand each point carry half mark. Okay, so like that you have to plan and you have to start answering. Some of the question might ask or demand for a general syntax with an example. So guys, at that particular point, so you should not just ignore by writing the syntax. Sir, it is only for 2 marks. Is it enough if I just write the syntax? No, I recommend all of you by writing the syntax. Along with that, you have to write the example to fetch the complete marks. So that's how you have to answer. I think all this topic I have already discussed with all of you. So please observe here, you have break and continue, which comes in the loops, and you have conditional operator, which comes in the operator, and you have recursion, which comes, it's one of the type of function, and you have printf and scanf, so which is in the second unit. So guys, the first chapter, what we did, get char, put char, so I was explaining that time, and differentiate formal and actual parameter, which comes in the function again, and you have what is the purpose of star and ampersand. So guys, so like this, observe here, if you explain this, 1 mark you will get, and if you explain this, 1 mark you will get. So especially this question is from the pointers. All right, so that's what you need to remember. And the next one that we have is syntax to initialize structure members and define the file. Mention the different types of files that we have. Right, this is what you need to keep it in your mind. Guys, if I say 2 marks question, I repeat my statement, each point carry half mark. That's what you should keep it in your mind, right? So guys, let me show you the very important part of the paper. So guys, I have the part B. So when it comes to the part B, so I think all of you have the good knowledge with respect to the paper pattern. Let me not waste my time or waste your time by discussing the pattern of the paper. But so you need to understand, observe here, whatever I have discussed in the concept mapping, the same question has come in the previous year papers. What is the first question that you have? When it comes to the question 13, observe here what I have. Guys, explain the basic structure of a C program. So you will have different 7 sections. So you have to explain that, which we have already discussed. And observe here, what is the next question that you have? Guys, explain the program development life cycle. Please observe, I want you all to spend some time here. Sir, you spoke about SDLC, software development life cycle, but here we have program development life cycle. What is this, sir? We have not studied. Program development life cycle and software development life cycle, both are same. So in the syllabus, you have program development life cycle, and also some of the textbooks says software development life cycle. Both are same. I don't want you to get confused with this. All right. So if you get any one of the question that is SDLC or PDLC, both are same. That is what you need to keep it in your mind. Right. So you have a OR option again. So please observe, define operator. So you have to write the definition of the operator, and they have asked to write the 4 different types of operator with an example. Right. So I think it will be easy for all of you to write. And what is translator? So guys, you would have studied. So what exactly translator is all about? What is interpreter? What is compiler? You would have studied that, right? So that's what you have to mention here, and you just have to explain. All right. So that's what about the translator. And also guys, the next question jumps to the unit 2. When it comes to the unit 2, so observe here, what is the question that they are asking? Explain the various types of branching in the sense if statements. They are asking to write a note on 4 different types of if statements. So guys, keep it in your mind. So you have to just follow what I have done in the concept mapping. That will help you a lot. I'm just taking the question paper itself of previous year. All right. So I'm just helping you out to understand how you should study unit wise. All right. So fine. The next question that you have on the first chapter of the second unit. So they're asking what exactly these functions is all about. Why do I use getChar? Why do I use putChar? And why do I use getAs, putAs function? That's what you need to just mention the syntax, and you have to write the advantage. Why do I use? So guys, I have got 4 functions here, and the question is for 8 marks. Remember, each function carries 2 marks. Then how do I write? I think all of you will be knowing. So first you have to mention the general syntax. How do I use each function? What is the syntax of each function? And then I have to mention the usage, or why should I use that function. So half of marks or 1 point carry 1 mark. Like that you have to manage yourself. How do I write this 4 points? Guys, keep in your mind, I have 4 functions. How do I write this? This question carries 8 marks and I have got 4 functions to explain. So each function carries 2 marks, and you all know how do I write one function for 2 marks. Keep one thing in mind, you should never skip writing the syntax for each function, and also you should write the advantage or the usage of each function. That's how you have to answer for this question. Right? Moving forward to the next question that I have. So guys, again, you have the OR option here. So you will have a OR option here, and then write a note on format specifier of printf statement. So guys, this is going to be a very simple for all of you. You would have practiced this in the C programming lab. So I think it's going to be a very simple, and discuss various looping constructs with an example. What exactly the different looping statements, looping constructs that you have. I think we have already discussed. So you just have to mention the syntax. You just have to mention that, and you have to write finishing it. It's going to be very, very simple for all of you. So guys, Moving forward to the next question that we have. Observe what you have. Explain any two parameter passing mechanism. So guys, where do I get this question? Where is this coming from? This is going to come from the concept of functions. So please don't skip that. When you are reading the different types of functions, you will be coming across with this topic. So that's what I would like to stress here. Along with that, observe here the next question. Whenever you are reading the array, so you will get the concept of searching and sorting. So guys, here they are asking, write an algorithm to sort a list in ascending order. That's what you need to observe here. I told you, whenever you are reading the array, you have to read two S. One is searching, another one is sorting. So please observe how the question will come. So they are asking you all to write an algorithm to sort a list in ascending order. So if you read that, so it will be very easy for all of you to understand this part. So that's what you need to keep in your mind. And then, so please observe, explain the various types of storage classes. So you will be able to write the different storage classes, and also along with that, a very, very important question, which I told you, what is string, and explain the different predefined functions, or also we will be calling it as a string handling functions. String handling functions and the predefined functions both are same. So you just have to go through and you just have to write the predefined functions like string length, string concatenate. So you have different types of predefined functions like that. So you just have to mention the syntax, you have to mention the description for each and every function what you have written. So that's how you will be answering. Guys, one more thing you need to observe here. Again, I told you, explain array within structure with an example. Whenever you are reading the concept of structure, it's very important that you have to read how exactly structure is dealing with array. So you have to explain that with the program. So that's going to be a very important one. Along with that, so you should also know, differentiate the structure and union. So both the concepts are almost same, but guys, you will have one major difference. So what is that major difference that you have? So structure will not share the memory, union will share the memory. So make sure that you will not miss out this point. And I will be using the struct as a keyword in the structure, union as a keyword in the union. So these 2 points are very, very important. Please don't miss whenever you're writing the answer for this. And the last chapter you have with respect to the files. So guys, so please observe when you're explaining with respect to the files, so please go through the different functions that you have in the files. All these functions are the predefined functions which deals with the files is what I would like to tell you. So you should know what exactly these functions are doing. So you have to mention the syntax along with the description. If you mention that, so you are done with the game. And the last question I have already told you when it comes to the functions. So guys, please observe, explain call by value with an example. So this is a question which is coming from the functions. Guys, so this is a sample paper which I am discussing in front of all of you. So this is how you can expect the questions from your exam. So guys, I think you have got the fair idea what is that you have to read, where you have to spend time, how the questions will get. So all those concepts, all those doubts, I think you have got a complete idea. So guys, I wish all of you to do really well in your exams, and here is my prayers to all of you. Guys, by saying this, I sign off from this session and I wish all the best again to your exams. Take care. Bye-bye.